What if one day, heroes like Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan didn't just stop fighting, but vanished? No power-ups. No battles shaking the universe. No screams of Kamehameha echoing across our screens. For millions of fans around the world, it would feel like a piece of childhood disappeared. Because Dragon Ball Z wasn't just an anime. It was a heartbeat. A legend. And a story that shaped generations. Dragon Ball Z is a Japanese animated series, widely known as anime, that redefined action storytelling forever. Released in 1989, it is the direct continuation of the original Dragon Ball series, but this time, the stakes were higher, the battles were deadlier, and the universe itself was at risk. Created by the legendary Akira Toriyama, Dragon Balls took everything fans loved about Dragon Ball and pushed it beyond limits. What began as a light-hearted adventure transformed into an epic saga of warriors, aliens, gods, and destiny. Toriyama didn't just create characters, he created icons. From the moment Goku learned about his Saiyan origins, the story exploded from Earth to the farthest corners of space. Power levels rose. Enemies became stronger. And every battle felt like the end of the world. What made Dragon Ball Z truly special was its global impact. It crossed language barriers, cultures, and continents. From Japan to the United States, from Europe to South Asia, millions of fans rushed home after school just to catch the next episode. For many, it was their first anime, and for some, still the greatest of all time. Dragon Ball Z became a cultural phenomenon because it was more than fighting. It was about never giving up, even when defeat seemed certain. It was about growth, pain, sacrifice, and rising stronger every time you fall. And that's why, even years later, when Dragon Ball Z disappeared from television screens, its legacy never did. Every legend has a turning point. A moment where innocence ends, and survival begins. For Dragon Ball Z, that moment arrived when Goku's peaceful world was shattered forever. Dragon Ball Z continues the journey of Goku, the once carefree boy introduced in Dragon Ball. But this time, the story opens in a very different world. Goku is now grown, living a quiet life, until destiny comes knocking from the sky. The series marks a dramatic shift in storytelling. The light-hearted adventures and playful challenges of the past are replaced by high-stakes combat and intense battles. Fights are no longer friendly competitions, they are desperate struggles where defeat often means death. From the very beginning, Dragon Ball Z establishes a chilling truth: Earth is under constant threat. Peace is fragile, and danger never sleeps. Each new enemy arrives stronger, faster, and more ruthless than the last, forcing the heroes to push beyond their limits again and again. The arrival of alien warriors reveals a shocking secret: Goku is not from Earth. He belongs to the Saiyan race, a powerful alien species bred for battle. With this revelation, the story explodes beyond the planet. Suddenly, the battlefield stretches across outer space. Heroes travel to distant worlds, confront galactic tyrants, and face enemies capable of destroying entire planets with ease. The series evolves into an epic of intergalactic warfare, where the fate of Earth, and the universe, hangs by a thread. What began as a simple adventure becomes a war for existence, setting the foundation for everything that follows in Dragon Ball Z. Imagine a warrior who fights not for glory, not for power, but simply because protecting the people he loves is his destiny. This is Goku, a hero whose very existence changed the face of anime forever. Goku was born as a Saiyan, a member of a legendary warrior race from the stars. Yet, he was raised on Earth, nurtured by Grandpa Gohan's love and the simple values of compassion and courage. Unlike most Saiyans, whose hearts were hardened for war, Goku grew up pure-hearted, innocent, and endlessly curious. Goku's personality is what makes him unforgettable. He loves a good fight, not for destruction, but for challenge, growth, and self-improvement. Yet, beneath the cheerful, carefree exterior lies an unwavering devotion to protecting his friends, family, and planet. His courage inspires everyone around him, even in the darkest moments. Over the course of his journey, Goku's strength grows exponentially, not by chance, but through relentless training, battles, and perseverance. Every fight, every defeat, every setback pushes him beyond his limits, transforming him from a boy who could barely fly into a warrior capable of moving mountains and shaking entire universes. But Goku is more than just strength. He is a symbol of hope. In the face of seemingly impossible odds, villains who can destroy planets, armies that could wipe out entire species, Goku never gives up. His determination reminds us that no challenge is insurmountable, and that courage combined with a pure heart can move even the mightiest obstacles. Goku isn't just a hero of Earth, he is a legend whose story continues to inspire every fan who dares to dream, fight, and protect what they love. Every hero needs allies, and every story needs depth. In Dragon Ball Z, strength isn't measured by power alone, it's defined by heart, loyalty, and the bonds that push ordinary warriors to extraordinary heights. Vegeta is Goku's ultimate rival, a proud Saiyan prince whose ego is as strong as his fists. When he first arrives on Earth, he's ruthless, arrogant, and ready to destroy anyone who stands in his way. But as battles rage on, Vegeta's journey becomes more than rivalry. Through pain, defeat, and unexpected alliances, he begins a path of redemption, slowly transforming from cold villain to reluctant hero. Beneath the pride and arrogance lies a man struggling with inner conflict, a desire for strength, recognition, and ultimately, a place among the heroes. Vegeta reminds us that even the hardest hearts can change, and even the proudest warriors can find purpose beyond power. Gohan, Goku's son, is a hero born from legacy but defined by his own path. Shy and thoughtful as a child, Gohan hides immense latent power, only revealing it when the world demands it. His story is one of emotional growth and responsibility, from a reluctant fighter to a hero capable of defeating the universe's deadliest villains. Gohan's courage blossoms in the moments that matter most, proving that sometimes, true strength comes from heart and conviction, not just fists. Once a fierce enemy of Goku, Piccolo's journey is a story of transformation and loyalty. He becomes Gohan's mentor, teaching him the art of combat and the discipline of a warrior, while sacrificing himself countless times to protect Earth. Piccolo represents the idea that even enemies can become family, and that courage isn't always loud, it can be quiet, strategic, and deeply selfless. Dragon Ball Z isn't just about the main heroes. Characters like Krillin, Bulma, Trunks, and many others provide heart, humor, and teamwork, making the battles more than just fights, they become stories of friendship, ingenuity, and resilience. Krillin's bravery, Bulma's intelligence, and Trunks' determination all remind us that victory often comes from unity, and that even ordinary humans can make an extraordinary impact in a world of gods and monsters. Together, these characters create a universe where every victory, sacrifice, and betrayal shapes the destiny of Earth, and reminds us that true heroism comes from the bonds we forge, not just the power we wield. Every hero's journey is marked by battles that define them. In Dragon Ball Z, these battles aren't just fights, they are sagas that shake planets, challenge destiny, and push warriors to their absolute limits. It all begins with a single shattering revelation: Goku is not of this world. When Raditz, a ruthless Saiyan warrior, arrives on Earth, everything Goku thought he knew about himself is turned upside down. This is the saga of origin and awakening, where Goku learns the truth about his Saiyan heritage and the power within him. The stakes are immediate, friends are in danger, and sacrifices are made that leave scars on the world and its heroes. For the first time, viewers see that fighting isn't just about skill, it's about survival, courage, and heart. The saga escalates as the heroes travel to planet Namek, searching for the legendary Dragon Balls. Here, they face Frieza, a tyrant so powerful he can destroy planets with a flick of his hand. This is a story of endurance, strategy, and willpower against an enemy who seems unstoppable. It is also the saga that gives the world its first glimpse of the legendary Super Saiyan transformation, a moment where Goku transcends limits and inspires hope, not just in his allies, but in every fan watching. Time itself becomes a battlefield in the Cell Saga, where androids from the future threaten Earth's very existence. Here, Gohan steps into the spotlight, revealing his hidden potential in moments that test both his strength and his heart. This saga explores themes of destiny, self-belief, and the burden of responsibility, showing that true power isn't just physical, it comes from within. Every battle tests not only the characters but the idea that courage and conviction can change the course of the future. The final saga unleashes an ancient, magical evil, Majin Buu. His power threatens to destroy the universe itself, and new techniques like fusion push the heroes into unprecedented forms of teamwork and innovation. In this epic conclusion, the stakes are universal. It's not just Earth that hangs in the balance, it's the entire cosmos. Every character's growth, sacrifice, and bond is put to the ultimate test. The Buu saga is a reminder that strength, unity, and hope can overcome even the most impossible odds, and that the legacy of Dragon Ball Z will echo forever. From the arrival of Raditz to the final clash with Buu, each saga builds a world where heroes are tested, bonds are forged, and legends are born. In Dragon Ball Z, the journey isn't just about defeating enemies, it's about discovering the warrior within us all. Behind the deafening clashes and explosive battles of Dragon Ball Z, there's a truth that resonates far beyond the screen. These stories are not just about fighting, they are about life itself. At its core, Dragon Ball Z is a timeless battle of good versus evil. From Saiyan invaders to galactic tyrants and ancient magical beings, every conflict shows that evil may rise, but courage, righteousness, and determination can always stand against it. It teaches viewers that standing up for what is right, no matter how insurmountable the odds, is the mark of a true hero. Goku and his allies face defeat time and time again. Yet, every loss becomes fuel, every failure a lesson. Whether training under harsh conditions or fighting an opponent who seems unbeatable, the series emphasizes resilience. The message is clear: your limits are only where you place them, and perseverance can turn the impossible into reality. Even the strongest warriors cannot fight alone. Dragon Ball celebrates the bonds that define us. Friendship, Krillin, Bulma, and others provide strength, courage, and loyalty. Family, Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta's ties remind us that love and responsibility motivate true heroism. Teamwork, fusion techniques, joint strategies, and support in battle show that together, we can achieve what no one can alone. These lessons resonate beyond anime, they teach that unity and trust are as powerful as strength and skill. At the heart of every fight in Dragon Ball Z is personal growth. The heroes train not just to defeat enemies, but to better themselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Whether mastering new techniques, controlling their energy, or overcoming fear, the series shows that true power comes from within, and anyone willing to push themselves can rise beyond limits. Through battles, losses, and victories, Dragon Ball Z reminds us: good will always stand against evil. Resilience conquers despair. The bonds we cherish define our true strength. And most importantly, growth comes from the courage to push beyond ourselves. Dragon Ball Z isn't just a story of warriors, it's a story of life, perseverance, and the endless journey to be better than yesterday. In Dragon Ball Z, the story isn't told just through words, it explodes through visuals, sound, and emotion. Every punch, every scream, every moment of triumph or despair is brought to life with artistry that grips your senses. The battles in Dragon Ball Z are legendary for their intensity and scale. From lightning-fast punches to planet-shaking energy blasts, the animation captures every heartbeat of the fight. The fluid choreography makes viewers feel like they're inside the action, witnessing power that defies limits. Even the simplest movement, like a punch or a leap, carries tension and impact. The series combines dynamic camera angles, slow-motion effects, and explosive energy visuals to make every fight feel epic and unforgettable. Music in Dragon Ball Z isn't just background, it's emotional storytelling. From adrenaline-pumping battle themes to tender, heartfelt melodies during quiet moments, the soundtrack amplifies every emotion. The opening themes, like Chala Head Chala, instantly energize viewers, setting the tone for adventure, danger, and heroism. Whether a hero is powering up or a villain arrives, the music builds anticipation and heightens every scene. The voices behind the characters are as iconic as the characters themselves. In Japanese, the voice actors bring intensity, passion, and authenticity to every scene. In English, the dubbing captures the same energy, making it accessible to global audiences. The combination of voice acting and dialogue ensures that every emotion, fear, anger, determination, hope, is conveyed perfectly, immersing fans in the story. Dragon Ball Z knows how to make silence as powerful as sound. From the quiet before a final attack to the roar of a Super Saiyan transformation, sound design amplifies tension and drama. Explosions, energy waves, and even footsteps are crafted to make viewers feel the weight and scale of every moment. Animation, music, and voice acting don't just tell the story, they make you live it. They turn Goku's battles into experiences, Frieza's tyranny into fear, and moments of triumph into pure exhilaration. Imagine a world where Goku never trained, where Vegeta never rivaled him, where Frieza, Cell, and Buu never threatened the universe. Dragon Ball Z would still be a story. But it wouldn't be the legend we know today. Dragon Ball Z remains timeless because it transcends its own battles. It isn't just about energy blasts, transformations, or epic showdowns, it's about courage, growth, and the unbreakable human and Saiyan spirit. For fans across generations, it has been emotional and inspirational. It taught us to never give up, to fight for what we believe in, and to cherish the bonds of friendship, family, and teamwork. It showed that strength comes from perseverance, heart, and conviction. More than just an anime, Dragon Ball Z is a cultural legacy. It shaped modern storytelling, influenced countless creators, and left a mark on millions of lives worldwide. Its lessons, its characters, and its battles live on, not just on screens, but in the hearts of fans everywhere. Even if the heroes were to disappear tomorrow, their impact would never fade. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and every warrior remind us that legend isn't just in the fight, it's in the inspiration we carry forward. Dragon Ball Z is not just a story. It's a journey. A testament to the power of hope, courage, and heart. And for every fan who has ever shouted Kamehameha in their living room, its legacy will never, ever vanish.